Okay, so we're gonna look at an option to basically recover and then hopefully counter with a guillotine versus, this guy trying to basically use a camp style of passing against my guard. So maybe I started seated, but Danny put my back on the ground. He put the hand on the hip. He started to circle around over here. And exactly, he's kind of camping on the outside of my guard over here. I want to start first with this frame right over here on the triceps, almost like an inside tie in wrestling, okay? That, first of all, like if he does try to switch for like an underhook or something like that, even near side, or try to switch for a crossface, yeah, I can always kind of avoid that, control a little bit. It also gives me some control on him as well. And then what I'm gonna start to do now is also get my collar tie involved over here too. So you see a lot of people take cross shoulder posts. I don't wanna say that's wrong, but no, for me personally, I've been liking this collar tie option. And what it does, the collar tie, is it allows me to move his head the same direction as the pass. And we'll talk about that more in a second. But for now, I'm gonna keep on getting myself back in the front. So as I move his head this way, I place my foot on the hips, and now from this position, my other foot is kind of bringing my knee right in front of his shoulder, and I'm starting to look to make a hook. And sometimes the knee's gonna come in front of the shoulder and the hook comes in. Other times it's gonna go underneath the elbow and then the hook comes in. But now we're right kind of in this position over here where I have a good collar tie, a good tricep control, a good inside tie, a hook, and maybe either foot on the hip or even two hooks. And the idea now is I'm in a spot where it's hard for my partner to leave and it's hard for my partner to come forward. If ever Danny tries to take like a body lock or something on me right here, you can see I have all the inside positions. So my collar tie, my inside tie, my knees tight to my chest over here, keep him away, okay? Come back. If he decides to kind of like back up, you can see I can always kind of weigh on his head with that collar tie and scoop myself in and scoop myself forward and then start to work to attack, okay? So the three things that are helping me recover my guard are, one, when I push his head this way, you can see it's hard for him to pass, right? Okay, so I always push his head the same side he's going with that collar tie. Number two is if I get a foot on the hip, there's no pass, obviously. And then finally, number three, I'm using my knee on the inside to kind of block on this shoulder over here, this inside shoulder, to kind of block him again from getting close to me. Okay, so as he goes again, he goes to pass, I'm framing, pushing the head away, and then from here I find myself in the position. Now from here, I'm gonna make a read. If my partner is trying to back away, I'm gonna look to shift him backwards and snap him down. So my two hooks insert, I shift him backwards, and I sit up and I snap him down. With my shoulder coming over underneath his neck, and then this hand getting jammed right underneath his throat. From here, we're just gonna do our high elbow guillotine. We'll hit a highlight quick on it. I back my chest up and connect my hands, just like this. From here, I pull my partner backwards. I adjust my guard for my foot to come across. Other leg comes on top. I connect my knee to my elbow, and I stay on my side of the choke that I'm applying. So in other words, my right arm's doing the choke. On my right hip in this case, and so my elbow can get nice and high. I put a lot of weight on top of his head. I sit my chin up over his head. I pull my hands to the chin. I pull everything into me, and we get a finish on that guillotine, okay? So again, we'll do a couple more times. Maybe put my back on the ground, circles around. I start to recover, sit up, snap him down, and we're right into our high elbow finish. One more time. Same side, we're just a different angle. Puts me down. I'm making that inside tie, collar tying him, moving him and myself back in alignment as I push him towards the side he was passing. Foot on the hip connection, hook connection. If I can, my knees up nice and high, connecting to my collar tie. Rotate a little bit, please. Two hooks come in, shifting back, shoulder on top of the neck, elbow starts coming out as I fall to that side. Hook comes across, leg on top, elbow to knee connection, sit up, pull your hands to your chin, and we'll get that finish on the high elbow.